Hello all, this is Stephanie Moberly, and we're going to take a peek into what People First language is. I want to focus on this today because we all know someone who has a disability. In fact, 1 in 5 have a disability, or 61 million adults report having a disability. And it's important to remember that a person with a disability is more like people without disabilities than different. So, People First language puts the person before the disability and describes what a person has, not who a person is. So, when keeping this in mind, here are a few tips and tricks to keep at the forefront of your thoughts. Avoid derogatory comments. Most of the time, people use vocabulary or terms that they don't intend to really harm somebody. For example, the word lame or spaz, things like that, where sometimes now in more modern society they have a different meaning than what they are originally defined as. Also, it's important to keep in mind that we should focus on keeping things accessible versus handicapped. So when you go to the grocery store, for example, there's the handicap sign. Those are for people who are wheelchair bound, who have to use a wheelchair. They're not for handicapped people. Focus on needs instead of the diagnosis. So nobody needs to know what the diagnosis is. They just need to know how to fully accommodate a person to meet their needs. And a disability is often a consequence of the environment. So, for example, a student who is ADD, if we are accommodating and meeting the needs of that student, then they are no longer they no longer have a disability that's holding them back. So, to really practice People First language, these are some, things to say. For example, this person has a learning disability. You might say that instead of this person is learning disabled. Or this person receives special education services instead of as a SPED student. That's one that we see here or hear a lot here, I feel like, in our building. Or this student is a person without a disability instead of just a normal or a healthy person. This student is a person who uses a wheelchair instead of saying wheelchair bound. And this student needs this or uses this instead of she has a problem with or has special needs. And then here at the bottom of my infographic are some of the references that I used, as well as the websites of which I located those if you are looking for some more examples or for more information on this topic. Thank you.